in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Ohio State's offense will take the first swing of the game. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
That's caught. It's Smith. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He lost one down the sideline. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
So Iowa's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick spin on the run. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. And the Hawkeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fears the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Going to take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught, close to the marker, it's Tate. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout the season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today, and hopefully in these later moments in the season.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this is how I want to operate. Nice job. He catches the football, makes a decision, gets the ball out of his hands, and let his playmaker work. Get the ball to the wide receiver out wide. He'll do the rest. He'll get the touchdown. Nice job being on the same page, quarterback, wide receiver.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Patterson. He breaks a tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Hawkeyes will punt the This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Smith. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Defense has been up to the task, so now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. Johnson looking to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Find space on the right. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. On 1st and 10 from the 38. To the ground. He's got it again. Gets it past the marker. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Illegal block.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Tate. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Buckeyes are in the red zone. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Finds his man. It's Smith. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Starts to scramble to the left. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to get him down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard.
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
He's marked down.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Running through contact.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
QB spicing. No gain on the play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened. I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down there.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put...
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. On the run, it's Patterson. Nice move to pick up yardage. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Toss sweep to the right. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. On his feet at the 40. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Pulls it in. It's Smith. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Buckeyes are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Johnson looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Patterson. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Hawkeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Punt is on its way. He's got it. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes
going for it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10.
42,
Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something.
Back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football, and they got to get more creative. But whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set, 1st down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Zings it complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Using his legs is Jackson. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Catch in the middle. It's Porter. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's a really good tackle there. Giving up some size and still making the play.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The sure hands, it's Anderson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand.
Turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now, because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He caught it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he tacked on the extra point.
69, Iowa.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players.